Well, it's been almost a year since she's been here, but we're really glad to have her back. Doing an encore of her show, Sitting on a Rainbow, the fabulous Carol Shedlin.
One that every phonograph should own. I know when you hear it, you will find that all your troubles have flown. When the sky looks cloudy to you, when the blue is turning gray, it'll make the sun say howdy to you. It'll drive your cares away. Get all set and up on your toes. This is the way it goes. Yeah, come on along, you can't go wrong, kicking the clouds away. Keep making hay, kicking the clouds away. Be wise and take it to heart, and you will laugh from the start to the end of the perfect day. Get in the swing, give it a fling, kicking the clouds away. Live while you may, shout the big hey. It's not so easy to do. What of it? For when you're through, you'll love it. Follow the dancing crowds and kick the clouds away. Shaking the blues away, unhappy news away. If you were blue, it's easy to shake off your cares and sorrows. Telling the blues to go, they may refuse to go, but as a rule they'll go if you'll shake them away. Do like the voodoos do, listening to a voodoo melody. They shake their bodies so, to and fro, with every shake. A lucky break, proving that there's a way to chase your cares away. If you would lose those weary blues, get in the swing, give it a fling. If you would lose those weary blues, shake them away, shake them away. Thank you. And welcome, and it's wonderful to kick and shake and let go of those blues. It's terrific to be back here at Judy's this evening, and I've been having a wonderful time doing less of what I had to do and more of what I want to do. And tonight, I want to celebrate with you. If I am fancy free and love to wander, it's just the gypsy in my soul. There's something calling me from way out yonder. It's just the gypsy in my soul. I've got to give vent to my emotions. I'm only content having my way. There is no other life of which I'm fonder. It's just the gypsy in my soul. No cares, no strings. My heart has wings. If I am fancy free and love to wander, It's just the gypsy in my soul. I've got to give vent to my emotions. I'm only content having my way. There is no other life of which I'm fonder. It's just the gypsy, that crazy gypsy. It's just the gypsy in my soul. Thank you. And I did wander around Palm Beach for many months last summer, as I do every summer. I have a house there, and for a long time I was trying to convince myself that it was home. Tell me, is there anybody in the audience tonight who would really love to wake up every morning in Oz? I have a house for sale. It's beautiful there, and certainly life is simpler and more graceful. But for me, in a word, vapid. The biggest excitement that I can remember was not last summer, but the summer before. I'm sure you all remember Hurricane Andrew. Well, would you believe that the day of the hurricane, I had a blind date? I was madly dashing about the house, securing the shutters and loading the car with provisions, and the doorbell rang, and there stood this handsome gentleman, dressed not in shining armor, but in impeccable croquet whites. Well, he pitched right in to help, and before long, this is what I said. I like the likes of you. I like the things you do. I mean, I like the likes of you. I like your eyes of blue. I think they're blue, don't you? I mean, I like your eyes of blue. Oh dear, if I could only say what I mean. I mean, if I could mean what I say. That is, I mean to say that I mean to say that I like the likes of you. Your looks are pure deluxe. Looks like I like the likes of you. Well, we finished shoring up the house and fled the island to friends on high ground where we were cozy and safe. Outside, the winds were howling. The barometer was going crazy. I was vulnerable and a little afraid that those eyes might get me into deep water. Well, anyhow, this is how I felt at that moment. Oh, I'm so mad about a lad. It's too deep to express. And when he tries to use his eyes, they have instant success. So full of passion these pupils are, that girls forget what their scruples are. So when he turns them on me, I murmur tenderly. I think you're great, I think you're grand, and I don't mind if you hold my hand, but don't look at me that way. Your kisses too are heavenly, and oh, so full of variety, but don't look at me that way. When you tell me sweetly you're mine completely, I always give a long cheer. But those sudden flashes behind your lashes are nobody's business, dear. Since you began to play your role, I've lost my heart and I've lost my soul. But as for losing my self-control, don't look at me that way. I just adore adore your loving arms. In fact, they're two of your greatest charms. But don't look at me that way. I'm very mild, I'm very meek. My will is strong, but my won't is weak. So don't look at me that way. When that strange expression of indiscretion begins to show in your stare, there's a hocus pocus about your focus that gives me a terrible scare. I feel a thrill when you arrive, and while you're near me I simply thrive. But if you want to get home alive, don't look at me, don't look at me, don't look at me that way. No! Love walked right in and drove the shadows away. Love walked right in and brought my sunniest day. One magic moment, and my heart seemed to know that love said hello. Oh, not a word was spoken. One look and I forgot the gloom of the past. One look and I had found my future at last. One look and I had found a world completely new. When love walked in with you. When love walked in with you. Thank you. Well, we escaped harm from the storm. And a little romance was developing as we did the usual Palm Beach things of dining and dancing and attending polo matches. And then he offered to teach me croquet, which is serious business there. Well, he began to explain to me about the special shoes and how the white shorts can't be as short as tennis shorts, but they oughtn't to be as long as Bermuda shorts. And the long and short of it was, I was so intimidated by the dress code that I failed croquet.
You probably mishandled his mouth.
No, Gregory, we never got as far as the mallet or the balls or the wicket. Honest. Not really. Scout's honor. But fortunately, we had other things in common. And blind dates, as we all know, are hazardous under any circumstances. But in the middle of a major hurricane, let me tell you, hide your heart from sight, lock your dreams at night. It could happen to you. Don't care. you might stumble. Someone drops a sigh and down you tumble. Keep an eye on spring, run when church bells ring. It could happen to you. All I did was wonder how his arms would be, and I got lost in his arms, and I had to stay. It was dark in his arms, and I lost my way. From the dark came a voice, and it seemed to say, there you go, there you go. How I felt as I fell, I just can't recall, but his arms held me fast, and it broke the fall, and I said to my heart, as it foolishly kept jumping all around, I got lost, but look what I found. Well, what I found was that it was time to go home. I was homesick for New York, despite the blossoming romance. And the night before my scheduled departure, we were strolling the beach, watching the twinkling lights from the ships out at sea. And he sang me his intriguing offer. Let's both of us pack up, sail far from it all, tired having to back up to the wall. I know a place where life really is fun, where days are golden and you're beholden to none. Let's take passage and run. West Indies, $10 can buy, away from Rubens and from Lindy's, neath the tropical kaleidoscopical sky. We'll lie around all day and just be lazy, world far behind. If that's not heaven, then I'm crazy, with no taxes and with no access to grind. No traffic jams under the palm trees by the sea, with grapefruit and yams. We'll never need the A&P on that romantic isle in the West Indies. No airplanes above. We'll watch the turtles at their shindies, you and me in the Caribbean, and love. Well, it sounded good, but I'd rather walk on concrete than on sand. And so I sang him my counteroffer. Oh, there's a boat that's leaving soon for New York. Come with me, that's where we belong, mister. In New York, come with me, there we can't go wrong, mister. You'll buy me the swellest mansion on Upper Fifth Avenue, and through Gotham we'll go strutting, and there'll be nothing too good for you. dress me in silks and satins, in the latest Paris styles. And you blues, you'll be forgetting, there'll be no fretting, just nothing but smiles. Come along with me, that's the place. Don't be a fool, come along, come along. There's a boat that's leaving soon for New York. Come with me, that's where we belong. You and me up in New York City and lounge, lounge, lounge. Thank you. Well, he declined my counteroffer. He's a beach baby. I'm a Broadway baby. Somebody once said that when you leave New York, you don't go anywhere. And I guess that's how I really feel in my heart. So he waved goodbye. I came home. It was nice getting lost in his arms, but there are other fish in the sea. Many a new face will please my eye. Many a new love will find me. Never have I once looked back to sigh over the romance behind me. Many a new day will dawn before I do. Never have I chased the honeybee who carelessly cajoled me. Somebody else just as sweet as he cheered me and consoled me. Never have I wept into my tea over the deals someone told me. Many a new day will dawn, many a red sun will set, many a blue moon will shine before I Thank you. It takes a good sense of humor to be a New Yorker, and I've always taken everything too seriously, especially myself. Trying to be perfect is truly exhausting. So who's perfect? It's better to laugh at yourself. And so tonight, I'm flaunting my foibles. If I stood over there and looked my way, what a pitiful sight I'd see. Stupid, stupider, stupidest. This is the declension of little declining me. I'm a self-educated idiot. I'm an orthodox fool. All I'm not, I owe to myself. Every discredit should go to myself. I knew my way, but I lost it. The game was won, but I tossed it. I knew the speech, but I mumbled. I caught the ball, but I fumbled. I'm a young victim of senility. I am destiny's tool. I am lucky that the world has me alive in it. If the swimming pool is empty, then I dive in it with my tarnished golden rule. I am dumb, obtuse, absurd, and blind. I'm an orthodox fool. I I'm a clear picture of incompetence who was fired from school. I put money in the market when it's slowing up. I descend the escalator when it's going up. Like a slightly well-read mule, I am dull, benumbed, and not quite bright. I'm an orthodox fool, a crazy, mixed-up, card-carrying dope, a thick-headed, dim-witted brain of soap, a self-educated idiot. I'm an orthodox fool, fool, fool. Flaunting foibles. Major life decisions need reaffirmation. So Cole Porter wrote this song for me just last week. Which is the right life, the simple or the nightlife? When, pray, should one rise, at sunset or at sunrise? Which should be upper, my breakfast or my supper? Which is the right life, which? If the wood nymphs left the park, would Park Avenue excite her? Would the glowworm trade her spark for the latest Dunhill lighter? Here's a question I would pose. Tell me which the sweeter smell makes, the aroma of the rose or the perfume that Chanel makes? Which land is dreamier, Arcadia or Bohemia? Who'll tell the answer, the daisy or the dancer? Which life is for me, the peaceful or the stormy? Which is the right man, Walt Whitman or Paul Whiteman? Which? Should I read Euripides or continue with the graphic? Hear the murmur of the breeze or the roaring of the traffic? Should I make one man my choice and regard divorce as treason? Or should I, like Peggy Joyce, get a new one every season? Which is the right life, the simple or the nightlife? When, pray, should one rise, at sunset or at sunrise? Which should be upper, my breakfast or my supper? Which is the right life, which? Each of us has a private, happy place where we travel in our minds. We never know where or when along the road of life we're going to discover it. But what we do know is that it's never too soon, and it's never too late to make that journey. So come with me. I know a place where dreams are born and time is never planned. It's not on any chart, you must find it with your heart. Never, never land. It might be miles beyond the moon, or right there where you stand. Just have an open mind, and then suddenly you'll find never, never land. You will have a treasure if you stay there, more precious far than gold. For once you have found your way there, you can never, never grow old. So come with me where dreams are born and time is never planned. Just think of lovely things, and your heart will fly on wings forever in never, never Well, this is my Never Never Land. Music makes me happier than just about anything I know. So not only do I want to share this particular song with you, but I ask that you pay special attention to its message, please. Into a cabaret, one fatal day, a little songbird flew. Found it so very gay, he thought he'd stay just to get a bird's eye view. When he heard the jazz band play, he was happy as a lark. To each measure he kept swaying, and he stayed till after dark. Then back to the land he knew, thrilled through and through, he sailed on in the air, called all the other birds, and in these words started gurgling then and there. I'm a little jazz bird, and I'm telling you to be one too. For a little jazz bird is in heaven when it's singing blue. I say it with regret, but you're out of date. You ain't heard nothing yet till you syncopate. When the going is rough, you will find your troubles all have flown. If you open your stuff like the moaning of a saxophone, just try my recipe, and I'm sure you'll agree that a little jazz bird is the only kind of bird to be. I'm a little jazz bird, and I'm telling you to be one too. For a little jazz bird is in heaven when it's singing blue. I say it with regret, but you're out of date. You ain't heard nothing yet till you syncopate. When the going is rough, you will find your troubles all have fun. If you open your stuff like the moaning of a saxophone, just try my recipe, and I'm sure you'll agree. A little jazz bird, yeah, a little jazz bird, a little jazz bird is the only kind of bird to be. Thank you. And I am flying and happy and free and moving. I'm just breezing along with the breeze, trailing the rails, roaming the seas, like those birdies that sing in the trees, pleasing to live. I'm living to please. The sky is the only roof I have over my head, and when I'm weary, Mother Nature makes me a bed. I'm just going along as I please, breezing along. I'll go my way by myself, like walking under a cloud. I'll go my way by myself, all alone in a crowd. I'll try to apply myself and teach my heart how to sing. I'll go my way by myself, like a bird on the wing. I'll face the unknown. I'll build a world of my own. No one knows better than I myself. I'm by myself alone. Don't fence me in, or you'll force me to say I'm fancy free and I like it that way. I'll go my way by myself. This is the end of romance. I'll go my way by myself. Love is only a dance. I'll face the unknown. I'll build a world of my own. No one knows better than I myself. I'm by myself and I'm just going along as I please, breezing along with the breeze. Thank you. Live alone and like it, free as the birds in the trees. High above the briars, live alone and like it, I do whatever I please. When my heart desires, free to hang around or fly at any old time. No equivocation, most of all, no guarantees. That's my only motto, free of obligation, only the murmuring breeze. As an obligato, live alone and like it, why is that such a crime? Free to call the tune, free to say if I'm gonna work or play, I can have the moon. But I don't have to have it night and day. Anyway, what I like is gliding where the wind takes me to, flying high and hiding up in a tree. Live alone and like it, that's the answer for me. Free to turn the page when the story can never be resolved. Free to disengage when the stories are getting too involved. Problem solved on my own with only me to concern myself. Doesn't mean I'm lonely, just that I'm free. Live alone and like it, that's the answer for me. Don't come out of that tree. That's the answer for me. That's the answer for me. Thank you. And thank you to our gracious host, Richard Hendrickson, for this beautiful room. And to Dennis Roth on lights. There you are. Nick the Archangel on video. And to my handsome and extravagantly talented musical director, Gregory Troy. Yeah. And to my wonderful and inspirational director and friend, Linda Emil Burns. And most of all, to you, my audience. Thank you very much. And here is my love song to you. In this world of ordinary people, extraordinary people, I'm glad there is you. In this world of overrated pleasures, of underrated treasures, I'm glad there is you. I live to love, I love to live with you beside me. This role so new, I'll muddle through with you to guide me. In this world where many, many play at love and hardly any stay in love, I'm glad there is you. More than ever, I'm glad there is you.
Carol Shedlin. Please welcome back the wonderful Carol Shedlin.
I've got the world on a string, sitting on a rainbow. Got the string around my finger. What a world, what a life, I'm in love. I've got a song that I sing, I can make the rain go anytime I move my finger. Lucky me, can't you see I'm in love? Life is a beautiful thing, as long as I hold the string. I'd be a silly so-and-so if I should ever let go. I've got the world on a string, sitting on a rainbow. Got the string around my finger. What a life, I'm in love. Life is a beautiful thing, as long as I hold the string. I'd be a silly so-and-so if I should ever let go. I've got the world on a string, sitting on a rainbow. Got the string around my finger. What a world, what a life. Thank you all, life's a ball. Because of you my dreams came true. What a world, what a life, I'm in love. Oh yeah.